Alright guys, what is up? It is Gnomes. We're here in a game between Igor and Hermios. We have Hermios here on the top hand side playing the mix between FSUD. This looks like a psychic battle group. And then we have Igor on the bottom hand side. He is playing his meta Forsaken Waste and Shatter Peak. So a lot of stalling going to come out from Igor. And then on the top hand side, a lot of AoEs and a lot of burst kills. So we'll see.
What is up, guys? I'm Saki Speed, and I'm gonna try to help Gnomes in this commentary.
Alright, Stillwater Mutant with Void Shield and Sabotage. So Sabotage is out. We're gonna have to see what does Igor deploy to take up that Sabotage, right? What is he gonna say? Hey, you can deal the vulnerability and the 6 damage. I mean, obviously he can regen it back with Heal Mass right away, but the vulnerability will stay, so it's a bit dangerous.
I think that the thing that Hermione needs next is a way to deal with summoned champions.
Yeah, he does have the Archmage, that's true. Archmage plus the Fesh already. But, I mean, I think, I'm not positive. Ooh, okay, Overlord, that's fun.
Well, Invoke is kind of a answer
exactly.
to this.
Invoke helps, and I think just his spell set will help as well. He has like, let's say he plays, for example, the equipment. So if he has the Frick Mask, and then he adds to that, for example, Superiority, that mostly kills most champions. Though we do have Mika, right? Mika with the weakened spells, meaning that will do less damage. He has to kill Mika first. Oh, he puts on the Slipped. All right. All right, so he has to actually move. He can't use heal here, or else he's not on the font. Yeah, exactly. So he's in a font now. He could also put, if he wants, he can move in with the Crested Fesh and attack once. It might be good to try to get that mutant to low health so he can get rid of the Psychic Agony before a Soul Tap champion is out, right? So maybe not a horrible idea to just try to get the mutant low and not even kill it, but just get past the threshold for the Psychic Agony.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, even if he went full aggressive with the Fesh, I don't think that Hermione had a way of killing the Fesh in this turn. Well, no. Actually, he would have a tap with the Overlord and with the Mutant, so Fesh would be dead.
Yeah, I mean, the Slip does help against the Overlord because it can almost one-shot it. But this looks like it's game already. Like, whenever I see Overlord, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just lose. The Infiltrator still has the Elusive Leap up as well.
I get this feeling when I see Elder Vampire as my opponent.
Elder Vampire I'm not as scared of because his damage isn't as insane. So if you if you chip away at him, his damage becomes pretty low because he has strength of body, right, and he has 0 base damage. So you can just get his damage low enough so it doesn't matter. But the Overlord kind of just gets value no matter what. He's basically 2 spells and a champion in a champion, right? You're basically no matter what getting value from him. Unless you play extremely smart. Like, the only way to deal with him is like if you have a summon. One of the good ways I've seen to deal with him is if you have like Iron Fist Stronghold with summons, and then you just run a champion at him and use Pummel, and then he's already at half health. That works sometimes.
That's right. He can be pretty scary, the Overlord. But Elder Vampire, to me, it's the champion I hate the most because you can't never really kill him. He keeps coming back if you don't have a way to deal with phylacteries.
Oh, true.
And
true.
Not many decks can deal with them cleanly without using spells or without going too aggressive. So he keeps coming back and coming back and coming back for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
that's for sure. You tie knots in the end of your rope, or else you might just drop off the end.
Alright, so now he has the Flame Fist, also helps, a lot of damage. Alright, so there's the Psychic Agony now, also has the Frick Mask out. How much damage did he just deal? 13. And he had 1 defense, right? So he's dealing 2 extra damage at the moment. With the Frick Mask out, he also has AoEs, right? That's really generally the scary thing with the Ferk Mask. Not as much the basic attacks, but the AoEs that can come out later. But yeah,
The champion that was just deployed by Hermios, the Nefari with a physic attack, with a psychic attack, is a champion that you don't normally see in a deck like this. But I think it's a good idea running her. I consider her to be pretty good for 69 Nora. It's a good champion.
Yeah, I think so too. I think also though, the reason you have to run her is because the other Psychic Agni champions, the FS ones, the what they're called, the Ferk Mind Shredder, whatever. Because it's FS, you might be running already so many FS units. You need more UD champions just to be able to even it out. So you have 15 and 15. So you're like, okay, I guess I have to run him because I think the other one, well, Hex is good. Fascinate can be iffy depending, and Nora Induction isn't amazing. While the other one has better range. All right, so there's the Invoke. But yeah, the other
Fascinate
one
on itself. Fascinate on itself is not good on this champion, but if you consider that he is also having an Overlord in this deck, imagine fascinating the enemy champions onto his Overlord.
Yeah, that's true. Like getting everything together for that. That's actually a good point. All right, so yeah, good damage dealt 19 and 16 with the slipped. But will the Manic go toward the Overlord or to the Mutant? Again, this is deployment order, and because the Mutant was deployed first, the Manic goes onto the Mutant. It's always so confusing, like what's deployment order and what's more so the knockback chart. And in this case, it is deployment order. Ooh, this is a bit scary. Because
I think he's... Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying that next turn. Oh wow! Look at 21 damage dealt by the Infiltrator. What is scary though is the Flame Fist could maybe get a nice flame burst if there's bad positioning. We'll see.
Well, I didn't like the thing that he attacked with his cannon slipped on his own, because the other champions were relatively back, so it was like sacrificing your champion. I mean, he killed him for free. He didn't even use a spell or anything.
Yeah, he had to get rid of the Invoke, though. Otherwise, what would have happened is Hermios just, this turn, as we see, would just move in and use Invoke. And then next turn he's dead. Next turn he just loses because they're all shrunken, and then he can't do anything to run away. So he had to create, or to get that Invoke off first. There's just nothing else he could do.
Of course, you have to get rid of the Invoke, but you have to ask yourself, what is it worth paying for? And so to do it, the last turn he wasted an 80 Nora champion and he gave away a Nora Globe. So he wasted almost 90 Nora just to get rid of an Invoke. Yeah. And if you do something like this, yeah, then you can consider yourself already that you have lost the game, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lose-lose situation, right? Like, what's he going to do otherwise? Otherwise, right now, he holds back with his slipped. The Overseer goes in, uses Invoke. Everything there is shrunken. And then the turn after, he just kills everything because Igoro can't retaliate because his champions are shrunken, right? And another Invoke
yeah, of course,
off because of the
a bad option as well. The only thing you can do to counter an Invoke is to split your champions. So maybe if he attacked the top font in a different way, so that his champions are not grouped up together, and so that Hermios has to split his champions also. That's the only good way in countering Invoke, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, not just on this champion, but on every Invoke champion.
Or what would have worked is if his turn where he went in, if he did that move, but then he also put down a rock trap, for example. Because then everything, well, he does have detection actually on the Infiltrator, so never mind. But as an idea, that would have been strong. All right, 28 damage. He's also getting rid of the Ferk Mask if he can get the kill. He might be playing the mobilization here.
Boulder Throw can get him. Oh. Vertical push.
Was he at perfectly 20 health? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he had less than 20 health, but again, how much Nora is vertical push? I think it's
55.
more than. Yeah, and you never wanna use vertical push on a champion that costs less than 70 Nora, but okay, I mean he had the equipment on him.
Alright, so the soul tap will kill this Grave Warrior. Elusive Leap is up as well.
If Igor manages to kill the Overlord next turn, get the Nora Globe, and manage to deploy a good champion, I think he has the advantage.
Yeah. That's true.
But this will not be that easy in the way his champions are positioned right now.
Yeah, also FS has like the font of restoration, so he might just heal the Overlord back to full as well. We'll see.
Yeah, it would be catastrophic if he now attacks with his Overlord and then sacrifices, then he gets so much Nora.
Oh shit, he's not out of range. He can leap and then pounce. Right? Or did he use pounce last turn?
Let me check.
Also, with double Fuel Rage and a Relic, he can get into the top font.
He didn't use pounce. His pounce is still up. He just leaped last turn.
No, he's gonna double Fuel Rage and then put down a Relic. He'll probably put down the Bone Mine, right? Or is he just tapping here? No, because he has Elusive Leap. I mean, not Elusive. Yeah, Elusive Leap is up. So he can double tap with the Skeleform here, as well as get rid of the Elusive Leap with the one Risen Warrior. Does he have the kill? Let's see, he needs 21 damage to be able to get this kill. I think he has it. He needs one more Invoke. Yep. Or not. Okay. So he just goes mid. He could have actually killed the Infiltrator there, though, if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could have. That's a crazy combo, by the way. Dark Rising with Fuel Rage, with Unleash.
Pounce, yeah, I was going to say, Pounce goes through the Elusive Leap.
Yeah, but why would you do that, though? Now the Flamefest is in a really bad position.
He did that because
without...
he wants to stall the Infiltrator, so he takes the font. Because right now, yeah, I mean, the Infiltrator, first of all, might die. But he wants to take the font. That was his idea, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he gets double tapped for free by the Overlord.
Yeah, you're right. He can't attack.
Why? If the Flamefest would have been much better if he was near the Bone Circle Mage.
I think he should have maybe gone for the kill on the Infiltrator.
Yeah, that would have also been a good play. I also liked that he stole top font. That was a good move, but I didn't like how he used his Flamefest. And that's almost the thing that he did with his Slipped. He sent one of his champions alone to attack on a wild adventure, and then he stands back with all of the others. So it's really easy for Hermione to kill this champion.
Alright. There's the superiority to kill all the summons, but it also hurts his Overseer. Let's see if he has sacrifice here. Superiority is 45 Nora, I think. So,
yeah, I don't think Hermione has enough Nora to use sacrifice. Oh, he does! Yeah. Even with a font less. Wow. I'm surprised he had enough Nora to use sacrifice as well. So it means he had 75 Nora this turn, even with the font less. And he had enough to deploy a champion? What?
Thing is, you have to remember, first of all, it's half FS bonus, and second of all, I mean, he got the Nora enough for the from the sacrifice, but yeah, half FS bonus and the soul tapped is giving him a bit of Nora every turn.
Yeah, he played it really well, and he also managed to save a lot of Nora, as I saw in this last play. That's a thing that a lot of the top players do, especially Tiny Dragon. You see, in his turns, he never uses all of his Nora, and then there are some turns where he deploys 2 champions at once, or he makes a spell combo, and then you ask yourself, how did he do this? How did he have that much Nora?
Yeah.
It's because they're saving it in other turns.
I mean, as an SP player, we don't save Nora. We just keep deploying.
Yeah. So right now in this game, in this time of the game, what do you think? Who has the advantage?
Right now, Hermios,
Yes.
for sure. I think, yeah, Hermios has the advantage. Yeah, I mean, it's 4 champions versus 3. He doesn't have his font. The infiltrator is low. The mutant is kind of low. But he got the invoke to go, or not the invoke, but the psychic agony to go off. I still think he's ahead by quite a bit.
Yeah, he needs a spell to kill the mutant. Igor needs a spell to kill the mutant next turn.
He also misplayed by, he should have first attacked the mutant and then deployed the Rift Lord, because then he wouldn't have taken the
Yes.
damage, or the damage from the soul tapped.
Yeah, man, it feels bad when something like this happens. It happened to me also yesterday. So what we also have to talk about is soul tapped, because Igor loses 6 Nora every turn, and Hermios gains 6 Nora every turn.
I don't think so. I think that how it works is you just lose the HP and they gain AP or Nora for it, but you don't lose Nora.
I think I have checked it, not last year when I played a deck like this. I wanted to be sure if this works correctly, and I think it does actually work as it should be.
Well, it says
You
at
lose
the start,
HP and Nora.
No. At the start of this unit's turn, this champion loses 2 life, and the source gains Nora for every point of life lost this way.
But you also lose a Nora when when you are the owner of this champion.
I don't think so. I think you only lose 2 HP, but they gain 2 Nora, or else it'd be a bit too strong. I mean, not that that's really a thing to talk about in Poxnora, but
Yeah.
it depends.
So-
If it goes as it says in the description, then you're only losing life. You're not losing Nora.
It's still 3 champions against 3 champions, but not for any longer, because the mutant. No, he actually can't get a kill, but Hermios casts a spell.
Yep.
He will get his top font back.
And he gets the Nora Globe.
He will get the Nora Globe after killing the Stitch Remains, and he's good positioned on the mid font.
He could have attacked the Rift Lord once if he wanted to, but he didn't. Or now he's going to. He just didn't want to do it with the Schemer, I guess? Kind of weird. I guess he didn't want to do the Nora induction or something. I don't know.
He can still attack if he moves forward.
There's no point. If he's phase shift. Because then he's better to save up the AP so he can maybe run bot. But I just, yeah, I guess he didn't want to attack. He'd rather attack for 2 damage less because it's 12 versus 10. But this way he doesn't give Nora over to Igoro. Alright, so now it's
Igor just deployed his relic because he wanted his summons to get 5 extra HP.
Yep. He's gonna want to. Oh, he only has 2 AP on him. That's fine. That's fine.
Do you agree that you never want to deploy your relic when you're behind in a game? You want to save that in order to ideally deploy one more champion or maybe cast a spell that will guarantee you a kill?
It's a good question. I don't know. I think the War Banner is probably the strongest relic in the game for how much value you get out of it. And you should play it as early as possible where you're not in a losing sense. So, like, if you have 60 Nora left, so you can't deploy, but you can play the relic, then I just basically always play the relic. Just so that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But in a situation where you are a champion behind, or you know that in the next turns you definitely need a kill and you don't gain much from your relic, would you still deploy it? Or would you rather save the 25 Nora?
Probably save it.
Yeah.
Well, he
I
can't
would do
use
so
another
too.
superiority here. I think he wants to use superiority. Oh, now he can. He's out of the DMZ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 spaces, so yeah, exactly. One of the Rift Spirits won't get hit, but 2 of them are. Yeah, and both of the Rift Spirits actually also die to the Soul Tapped here. Yeah, he's dead too.
Yeah, I think this game is over.
He's going to get the Nora Globe top. That's 10 Nora, I believe.
But the Nefari is in a bad position that he can't run away. Exactly, but he can just... He could have just moved to the left with a Nefari, attacked the other Rift Spirit, and then all 3 of them would have been dead next turn, instead of hexing.
Yeah, true. That was weird. Also, the deploy and the extractor was also weird. I wonder if we can get a kill here. He only has 11 AP.
Igor gained an extra 15 Nora from the extractor this turn. So maybe he is in the position to cast a spell or deploy a champion. Yeah.
You know he's strong? No. You know what would be really cool though? If what he would have done is move back 1 space, equipped the Cyclops Eye Belt, attacked once, that would have caused the... And if the Rift Spirit was at 10 HP, it would have killed the Rift Spirit. And then because of that, the Houndian would have gained 1 AP so he can attack again. That would have been like a next level play. Because it was at... it would have been 1 off, actually. Or 1 AP off.
A Tormented Priest is actually a champion you never want to deploy because he's really weak unless your opponent uses healing. Because he has Dark Healing. That's the only ability that you run a Tormented Priest for.
There you go. 14 damage from range. And he also has the equip. So now we have 40% extra damage from Psychic at the moment. That's why instead of 10, he does 14. Quick maths. 16 damage dealt there and there. So does he have an aura or something to kill here? Probably not. I mean, the Houngan is stuck kind of over there. He can hit the Schemer once. But
you don't even have... Yeah, you don't even have to use a spell. You can tank the 11 damage that he's gonna do. Actually, 10 damage.
Yeah. I mean, it does heal the Houngan a bit, but it's like whatever.
He could get the kill if he also attacks with a Tormented Priest.
12 plus 11? No, 9 plus 10. 11 plus 10? 11 plus 10.
Yeah. Is it enough? He's also dogpile. Oh, he uses spell.
Yeah. You might want to attack with the Houngan just for the health. Yeah. Gets health back. Gets 2 AP back as well. If he runs away from the Nora Globe, he doesn't get the Nora Globe, but he can maybe save the Houngan. Yeah, okay, he's not going to.
Hermios could close this game really easily, but he also forget to move his Stillwater Mutant in the top font.
Oh yeah, he might be waiting to sacrifice. That might be why. I don't know. Kind of weird. You're right. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But a really weird deck from Igorotyra. Now he's starting to run skeletons with a boost skeleton on the Tormented Priest and with a Broken Bones.
Yeah, I mean 30 Nora for 45 HP. Why not, right? Also, it works really well with the Soul Vitality because whenever they die, you just get AP back. All right, there's that kill. Shrive.
I like it when players use decks that combine a lot of things, so I will give him that.
Yeah, it's cool. His idea is cool. I mean, he basically loads of summons and then loads of champions with Fuel Rage. And then, of course, for the summons, he has the boost and extra HP just to make sure they don't die too easily.
But I find it really cool. At the start, he was running full SP with the Hyaenid. He was attacking, and now he's. It's like it's a second game, and he's using another deck. Now he's running skeletons.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, the Mind Collar is hitting like a truck.
12 only, though. I thought he was going to deal 14. Didn't he have double the equip out? Or he only has the equip out once? Okay, never mind.
Well, maybe the ability of the Tormented Priest, the Tormented, will come in play right now. He has more damage.
Yeah.
Because he got damaged.
True. At +3 right now from the War Banner and the +2 damage for being at 60% health. Or no, 40% health. There you go.
Yeah, sadly he won't be able to double tap.
Nope.
I think this game has already been decided. There's not really a way of Igor to come back. Even if the Stillwater Mutant gets damaged, his Psychic Agony will get triggered again.
Yeah, exactly. There's a tank in the front, the range in the back. We have the Infiltrator that can move down to the side font to take that soon. There's no, if you have less champions on the board, you would hope you have some scaling, but all we really have is this extra Nora gen. No real scaling here for Igoro. While the FS battle group kind of does good at all points in the game. It has good late game, early game, and mid game.
Wow, massive damage there from Psychic Agony.
Yeah.
Sarinda also in this deck.
Yeah, Sarinda's fun too. I mean, it doesn't work on the summons with the death toll, but you get a 52 Nora champion, right? So you don't even care that you don't get the deconstruct off or whatever. And even if,
exactly.
Like, if you can also kind of use this champion a bit like the SL champion with reinforce, right? Because let's say you have a champion at like 2 health, then you don't even have to sacrifice or anything. You just play the Sarinda, and then you're basically getting another champion back. So it's like the that one. Or you just play it first. You play it first turn, you're also happy.
Yeah, exactly. Sarinda isn't a good champion all in all. Yep. 52 Nora. It's insane if you run her in a stitched deck.
Alright, so is it be a triple kill or a double kill? Tormented Priest is dead. He gets extra damage on his Pygmy Hippos because of the UD bonus, so he gets +2. So instead of doing 9, they'll be doing 11 or 13 with the charge. Or it just runs away here, actually. Kind of interesting. I wonder if that was a misclick.
Sarinda also gained a couple of charges, and in this turn, so we maybe see an Eradicate soon.
He was actually at 2 HP. I thought the priest was dead. I guess not. 16 damage though on him. That's always fun.
He can get a kill right now with Eradicate. It would do 10 damage.
Deconstruct. I mean, Deconstruct
Yeah, exactly.
isn't even that good because he can't reconstruct, so I'm guessing he'll just get the kill back and then get the Nora Globe. But
The question is he running mobility? If I had mobility in my deck, I mean mobilization. If I had it, I would use it so that I could reconstruct the champion in the font.
I don't know why he's still playing.
Oh, exactly as I predicted it. He's gonna reconstruct the champion in the font, and to be honest, with this move, I think he has a good chance of turning the game around.
No, he doesn't at all. Next turn, the Tormented Priest is dead. Right? The Doom Lord might be dead. We have two range champions with 2 AP and 3 AP, so they're double tapping.
Gnomes, you have been a commentator for the last how many years?
4 or 5.
4 years. The main role of a commentator is to keep a game interesting, even though nothing at all is happening. Or if you know that it has been decided, you must find a way to make it interesting.
That's true.
To spice it up a little bit.
Oh, that's true. Okay, we could still see a win from Igoro. He might have all his champions dead on the map, but you never know. Maybe Hermios will have a heart attack on the side. We don't know.
That's more like it. We can be like those commentators in the Korean League of Legends where they scream every 2 seconds.
Bonsai. It might be a 2 champion advantage, but it doesn't matter. It might be ranged versus nothing, but it's okay. Igoro can still bring it back with an amazing move coming up. Extreme thought out, precise plays might bring him back to this game. If he goes Magnus Carlsen on Poxjunkie.
Well, we have been seeing the Still Water Mutant in the top font not moving at all. So maybe this will be the move that costs Poxjunkie time and maybe even the game.
True. Also, this deploy with the Overlord, he deploys it up there just so he can use the Fuel Rage. But yeah, this Stillwater Mutant staying back and not doing anything for so long, that might spell doom for Hermios. This is a strange play indeed.
And we should also not forget the Extractor in the bottom font that keeps gaining Igoro 15 Nora every 2 turns.
True. This Overlord. Oh, I'm tired.
Maybe the Stillwater Mutant in the top font got possessed by a champion or a spell that we didn't see in the game. Other than that, I can't see. He's healing up turn by turn. He's healing for 2 HP because of the Folgar Swamp bonus.
Yup. Slow but steady wins the race, my friend.
Yeah, he will be full HP in 15 turns, so if he keeps staying there...
Yep, you are right. 15 turns. There's a sack. Okay. He sacrifices for some reason. I'm not sure. I think he was bored.
Yeah, Hermios is toying with his food at this moment, like the spider does with a fly. Many players do something like this when they think that they have won a game 100%. They keep toying with their opponents just to keep them hoping. I do it too sometimes, but you should never do this, especially in Poxnora, because there is always a way for your opponent to turn the game around.
The only person I do this to is Nora that, and that's because he likes to stay in the game way too long. Everybody else I just said, end the game. But Nora that, he doesn't want to end the game.
Yeah, I respect that. That's the quality of a fighter. Never give up, keep fighting, never surrender.
Sure.
I respect it when you fight just to fight, but I find it not good when you are not when you don't have the ability to understand when you have lost a game, and you still keep thinking, oh, maybe I'm still in it, I can still win.
Alright, 15 damage. Not invoke, but fuel rage. Here we're going to see another 18 damage this time. Holy cow. He's at -2 defense, and then 12 damage plus the 40% increase. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad.
Firk Void Mage is also a good champion, all in all. You could almost run him in a Folgar Swamp meta deck, because he has interesting abilities like teleport, paralytic feedback, so he's also good against ranged champions.
Alright, so we do have the Bone Mine now to help stall the game even longer. But like I said, we do have a lot of AoEs to deal with summons.
Yeah, the skeletons could easily die from the ability of the Firk Void Mage. I let you pronounce this one, Gnomes.
For what?
From the ability of the Void Mage.
Oh, spatial dysplasia.
Yeah.
That's how I would say it, dysplasia.
Spatial? Okay.
Yeah, spatial.
Well, I mean, it's a special ability because not many champions use it.
No, not special, spatial.
It was a bad joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, is he dying to the... No, he's not dying to the soul tapped. Also, what's cool about soul tapped is its loss of life. So if you have immunity, or not immunity, but impervious, it will still kill you.
Wow, maddening echoes just to kill the cannon. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't surrender now, I can't imagine him doing it anytime soon.
I think where he could have surrendered was when that Flame Fist jumped in. That's where he lost the game.
Yeah, man, that was bad. And maybe also the way the first cannon was used,
Yeah, I mean, the first...
where he was also sacrificed just to get an invoke off.
I mean, I think he had to do that to get him low. I mean, against Sacrifice, it is hard, but I think he had to do that. There's no other way. But the second move, when he did the... I think he should have just double tapped and gotten the kill on the one Firk, and then he could have brought it back. But going top was awkward.
Yeah, against... You should never sacrifice a champion of yours for free in Poxnora. Especially when you're playing against a top player like Hermios. And I think we saw it 3 times in the game. The first one was a Crested Fish from Mika. Yeah, you can argue, okay, it was just a summoned champion. But everything that's in your possession, you must use it correctly and in its full potential to win a game against a top champion, a top player like Hermios. The second champion that was sacrificed was the first Canaan Slipped, and the third one was the Flame Fist.
I agree.
Even one mistake is enough to lose a game against a top player. So if you make 3 of them kind of in a row, then...
Yeah. Then
I think it's almost unforgiven.
then you have no chance, right? I wonder if he has another sacrifice up. That's probably what he's gonna do. Sacrifice now.
You don't even have to sacrifice. I mean,
Retribute, that's
yeah.
right. Gets both Nora globes. We have. Oh, that was funny. He got the grave bind off because of the sacrifice first, and then the retribute. So that's funny.
Here Miles is just toying. He could kill the skeleton without even using a spell, and by keeping his overlord alive with an attack from the Ferg Void Mage and from the Ferg Mind Caller. He's just toying around. You could have argued for another player that didn't see the kill, but you don't expect from top players to do moves like this.
Yeah. I don't know why Igoro is still playing. What's the point?
Well, people said the same thing about Rocky Balboa. He fell down on round 1, fell down in round 2, but he kept fighting. He kept going at it, and in the end, he won the match.
That's true.
To be honest,
like
if I had an opponent being beaten so hard and kept playing, I maybe would have surrendered, because I think that he has such a strong fighting spirit that he deserves the win.
No, they're just being annoying. I got shit to do. I got more people to beat. You're wasting my time. That's what I'm thinking. That's funny. He took the skeleton thing with the shadow bunny just so that the other champions don't have to take the -3 damage. Nice.
If you were right now in the position of Igoro and you had the ability to deploy one champion of your liking that would maybe turn the game around for you, which would be this champion be?
Okay, so right now you want me to say, is there any champion that could turn the game around? No. Not against this deck. He has too many counters. Because even if I deploy something big, he would just Fading Recollection it, right? Maybe if I deploy...
I have the feeling that something really big is gonna come from Igoro in the following round. Maybe a 7 threats, the last, with the Staff of Ascension, and maybe he could turn the game around.
I think he's gonna surrender in the next turn. No, he's not going to. Never mind.
Stitched Skeleform, I think he's going for his combo again. Dark Rising with Stitched Skeleform. If Hermios underestimates his opponent once again and starts toying with him, maybe he could get a good kill with his combo.
Now, right? He's just jumping into the font to have that champion die. It's like a meat grind.
Yeah.
Also, that Stillwater Mutant that was there from the first game or the first turn of the game is still alive. He's there. That's
funny. Yeah, we're joking around now, but to the new players watching, you should never do that. Run a champion just only to contest a font. Yeah, your opponent doesn't get the font and he doesn't get the 12 Nora, but you're losing a champion that costs 70 Nora. And your opponent also gains the Nora Globe, so you lose 80 Nora to prevent your opponent from gaining 12 Nora. Never do this. If your opponent has many champions in a font and you see that your champion will die no matter what, stay back and try deploying champions near your avatar to protect it.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You just keep talking.
Yeah, like we predicted, Igoro did his combo with Unleash and Dark Rising. Now the skeletons... Yeah, but sadly it was not enough, and Hermios did win the game. GG.